On. Well, hey everybody, it is time for another trash talk. Brandon's there. What you got a new hat on there? That's a new one. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you know me. I always rock some new hats. This
Yeah.
is this is
So,
actually Shinerbach.
oh,
I can
really?
zoom
Oh,
in. Let's
that's a
zoom
cool
in.
hat. Yeah.
Yeah, very dope. I got it at an event I went to with Shiner, and it's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it, man.
And those hats are just sitting on the table, so somebody's got to take them and wear them.
And they say they gave me, they gave me a beanie too. It's a great little beanie. The problem is we're summertime, so
Well,
I won't be able to wear that, but it's a cool one. It's thick. It's got the ball on top. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's my jam. I get to wear it once next year.
yeah. Bring on January.
I'm gonna
No,
bring it when we go back to Michigan in December. I'll
there
wear
you,
it.
there you go. Especially with the little pom pom on top.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I roll, man.
Hey, I was thinking about hobbies the other day. Not that you or I have time for hobbies, uh, but I was just going all looking at a list to see what are the most popular hobbies. And the funny thing is, dude, that of the top 20 hobbies that people get into, if I was to say to you, you want to take up a hobby, you would probably say no because I don't have time. But
Sure.
about the top 20, you're already doing most of them. And so am
All
I.
right. That's why I don't have time. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
because you already got them on your list. Because of some of the top hobbies, cooking and gardening are up there. And you like to cook, and you
You.
you and Luke have always put plants out on the patio and out on the balcony. And you've
Yeah,
already
we just built by we I mean me just built the planter box. We got a
uh-huh.
brand new planter box. I wanted to wait, a little bit till I got back in town. We're probably a little late on it, but we built it and it's got some some flowers in there and they're already grown, but they're nice and it just adds to the balcony. I got tomatoes on my patio as long as the squirrels and the animals don't eat them, but if I can get one or two tomatoes out of it, I don't even care.
Yeah.
We've got some green beans on our patio. Green beans, no, peas on our patio that so far the animals haven't eaten. So, we're having fun with that.
And over the years, I enjoy doing that too, and I like doing with flowers, especially bright flowers. But everything that I put out there, I kill. So
Well, I
so
don't
the
know if it's
last
you.
2 years, I put cactus. I got a couple big planters out there, and I put cactus because in Texas it's hard to kill cactus, and it's a variety of cactuses and everything. So there's a little color out there. But you think, well, you know, I'm not really, it's not really a hobby for me, but yet you do it even a little bit. It's still something that you do that you enjoy doing. Uh, for instance, listening to music.
I do.
Man,
Daily, daily.
you listen to music. I listen to music on the way to work, on the way home, even just to meditate sometimes in the evening. I sit and for 15 minutes put on some soft ambiance type stuff. Uh, Running and hiking. You you've done both of those, climbing stairs,
Well,
walking. You and Luke do a lot of that. So these are things you don't think, well, I don't really have any hobbies. Yeah, you do. And sometimes we don't think about it.
I guess because you know what, then you got to wonder like, do those hobbies then become of your part? I mean, they are part of your life, but do they become part more integrated in your life to where a hobby might be something like you pick up time to time, like collecting, like Luke collects the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
That's a hobby for him. How long will that last? Who knows? I don't know, but he's into it now. Um,
My grandson's 15 and he's still collecting Pokemon.
Look, I'm
Yeah.
46. I don't know if you could see all my weird movie stuff and action figures. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it
and what
does.
and what is that on the wall? Is that the Wisconsin? It looks like the shape of Wisconsin.
First off, I would never have Wisconsin on my wall. Number one. Okay. This is the shape of Michigan and the UP's up here.
Oh,
This is
okay.
this is a piece of driftwood that they pull from lake, like one of the Great Lakes. They told me the story about it. I forgot.
Okay.
There's holes in here and it's bottle caps. So for all the bottled beers, I'm
Oh,
trying
how
to,
cool.
yeah. Now I got this like 9 years ago, but I didn't start filling it up till like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's, bottles, and when it comes to craft beer, are kind of hard to find. Most of them are all in cans now. So, yeah, I've got some cool stuff in there. A lot of them are from out of the state and all that. So,
Yeah. So, that's kind of a hobby. It's just
drinking is a hobby. I hear that drinking alcohol is a hobby, and I'm very, you know what, I'm a champion of that.
you're
So,
and you do it on a regular basis.
look, again, hobbies are a commitment sometime. You got to commit. Yeah.
Yep. And two others that are on the list that I think you fall into too is journaling and writing.
Writing for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you do a lot of writing, but as far as journaling, you are always collecting topics and things to work on to use in your podcast. I do the same thing.
Yeah,
But
you
I
do.
the more I looked at this, reading. I mean, granted, there's things in there like coloring and artwork and knitting and cycling things. There's a lot of things that are on the list, but when I looked at it, I realized that you and I both do almost half of these normal, common hobbies that people
Sure.
people do. I mean, I have puzzle apps on my phone that I do every day. Some are card games, some of them are puzzle type things, some of them are mathematic equations, Sudoku.
Yeah,
I do that.
yeah.
I must have about 12 of them, and I do them religiously every day. I guess it's just a mind thing for me.
Yeah, I could see that. And it's just yeah, get your mind focused and also maybe just to kind of take yourself out of the environment or something or
Right. But just like meditation, sometimes you just want to close yourself up in a room and all in quiet and then get back to the hubbub of the world. But that becomes a form of a hobby, you
yeah,
know. And
I could
hey,
see that.
what we're doing right now has been a hobby for us for almost 5 years. We
It's
get
true.
together, we just talk and share ideas and concerns and things, and that is habit forming too, as is drinking coffee.
Yeah, yeah. This is actually a hobbit. A hobbit.
A
It's not a,
hobbit? Yeah,
yeah,
no,
that's a hobbit. I don't
no,
know.
the
A
hobbits in
hobbit.
the hobbits in the other room.
Yeah, that's another realm there. The Hobbit, habit, whatever. I've actually cut back on the coffee. Really hard thing to do. Really hard thing to do because, for me, again, it's not the caffeine. It's just a relaxed thing. It is if I'm feeling tired. Like if I'm at work and it's a long day and I hit that 3 o'clock lull, 3:30, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go get an espresso, wake me up, or maybe just a cup of coffee to get my mind. Because sometimes I'm just focused after that. But I've realized, like, man, I just want to cut back. I think I was drinking way too much coffee.
But yeah, well, but I mean, I'm the same way. I that's the first thing I do in the morning. I wake up, brush my teeth, kind of get the eyes open and everything, and then start the coffee maker. Just,
Yeah, I do the
even if it's
same.
just a K cup or something, just to get me going.
I do
I
that.
can't get through my day without my morning coffee.
No.
And you drive right by a really great coffee place now on your way to work. So you know,
I hit like five different like the options. Like today, for example, I got to go to my original store to pick up some wine for a customer
uh,
um, because they have the bottles. The customer wants to buy it. So then he's coming today. I wasn't able to order it in time, but I can pick it up from the other store. It's a great opportunity, right? I'm going by like 6 or 7 options for coffee shops, not including Starbucks. So I'm going by like, you want to talk about temptation at its finest. Good
right,
God, man.
right.
But I mean, I guess if this is the only true vice I have, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I drink, but honestly, I probably joke and talk about drinking more than I do these days.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, but you're also in the business, so some
I'm
some of
in
it
this.
is for professional purposes, as
Oh,
they
it
say.
is. Yeah. I mean, the amount of wine dinners that we go to, and look, okay, I don't go to all of them. There are so many. There were two wine dinners this week already, and I'm like, bro, I'm not going. There's one next week I'm going to go to. And it's great because not only is it an educational thing, you get to learn a lot, you get to find out a lot of stuff, you get to sample some good wines. Most of these things are at amazing restaurants. I mean, I've gone to Brazilian steakhouses
Hmm?
and so I like doing that. That's fun. That's kind of a hobby, but it is an educational thing. So it's kind of, it's in there.
Yeah. So, well, I'm sure that all the people that we're reaching out to this morning too, there's a lot of them that are sitting there nodding their heads saying, "Yeah, I didn't realize how many hobbies I really do have." Because they become second natures. And like collecting things, some people do it their entire life. Stamp collecting, comic book collecting, things like that. Other people, as we said at the top of the show, you like cooking. Instead of ordering out or whatever, you like to take out that fry pan and put the eggs in there and make your own personal omelet. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that is a form of a hobby. So we
It's
like,
also cheaper, guys. Guys, it's also cheaper.
yeah,
Look, everything's expensive now. We know that, but it is cheaper. Like you spend 50, 60 bucks. Look, I know I have a party of two at the house. So, you
yeah,
know, but let's just say my average grocery bill is probably about 75 bucks, give or take a week, maybe 80. I could push it to 100, like when he's in school to have different options for snacks.
right,
I know people are like, dang, Brandon, 75 bucks. I'm like, the amount of food that we get for that and the meals, like I'm cooking every meal. This is not just throw microwave pizza and oven pizza, fries. We're cooked, man. And the amount, like, think about going to a restaurant.
right, sure.
Cheap, guys. So maybe you should, go ahead and Pinterest or YouTube some videos and start cooking, man.
I'm telling you, and you can open up your refrigerator almost every time and find some leftovers that you could put into an omelet. And you go to
Yeah,
go to
I
a
do,
go to a
I do that.
restaurant and an omelet is $16.
Luke and I made omelets the other day because we were getting low on food and it was grocery, it was almost time
Yeah,
to grocery
yeah,
shop. I had spinach from the salad. Man, I looked in there. Okay, we got some peppers. I
right,
got
right.
eggs. Boom. We made an omelet. I
Little
literally
onion.
had
Yep,
enough sausage to kind of chop it up
yep,
and put it in the omelet because
yep.
he
Slice of
wanted
cheese.
done.
Good
We're
to go.
done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy, easy, easy. One pan pick cleanup too. So,
Yep.
all right, folks. Go out and make it a great day, and I'll hope you have fun doing your hobbies. We will ours, and we'll see you again next week right here. Okay?
Yeah.
Take it.